Good morning, everybody. I am just here wanting to share a little bit, and started off this morning singing all of my favorite tunes in the shower. I was actually, I'm almost hoarse from shouting out so much, and it's funny how things can shift so much. It's really important to be able to control your environment, and I sound kind of, my energy levels dropped a little bit because I just really wonder how often or how many people travel this road of getting to that same point in the road. You've been there before, and you decide to, say the last time you went down the road, you traveled at 40 miles an hour to get to your destination, and you got there late, say 5 minutes. So, you could have taken the bypass road, and that would have possibly eliminated a couple of stop signs and traffic lights. And that if you went that way, you wouldn't encounter this particular crosswalk where, you always get stopped. But, instead you decide to go down that same road, 40 miles an hour. You encounter that crosswalk, and this time double people come out than before. So now instead of the 5 minutes late, you find yourself 10 minutes late. Or let's just step this up another notch. You know that by doing a certain combination of things that you won't encounter a certain result. Just, for example, in 1996, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis, and it was actually, the onset was so intense, they thought that I may have had lupus. I was blessed that that was not the case. But honestly, I have not been on any prescription medication for some time now. They never could find anything that actually didn't have so many other side effects that it would actually make me worse than what it was. But I found out a certain combination of things. I found out that by supplementing my immune system, because it is an autoimmune, those are autoimmune disorders. So I found out by doing certain natural remedies, and the better quality of the natural remedies, I got better results. Less, in other words, you could say a type of remission type situation. However, I know that I have to pretty much maintain the same sleep schedule. I mean, I don't have to do the 10 to 11 hours prescribed that the doctors talk about, but I know that if I pretty much go to bed at the same time and get close to 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and I do my supplemental regimen, I will not even know. Within a certain short period of time, you won't even know, and most people don't know, people who are around me, because I know there's some of you are viewing who don't know. But the people who have been around me the last decade or so here in the Metro Atlanta area, unless I tell them, they don't know, and most of the time they don't believe me. If you live with me and see me get off cycle, you will know. If there are times you think I'm a little ditzy like a ditzy blonde, and that's no pun or down. I'm not trying to put down any of my friends who are blondes, but you know the blonde jokes. That's one of the symptoms of the disease, as well as other. There's a plethora. You know what I mean. There's a list as big as an 8 by 12 book that's 2 inches thick, talking about the symptoms. But I just know that if I continue down a certain road, I know what result I'm going to get. I know that. I know if I eat certain things, I will get a certain result. I know if I'm around cigarette smokers, I'm allergic to cigarette smoke, I will start to manifest something similar to a sinus migraine. There are just certain things that you just know. And the only thing I really want to say today, and the purpose of this little clip, is just for you to step back, take an inventory of your life. They say that a person who continues to do the same thing expecting a different result, they call that insanity. And there's some things that we do, self-included, they're insane. I've just been making it a point these last few years of my life, and especially since the first of this year, to be more on point with making note of those things, even making lists and checking off my list of things not to do as well as things to do. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Just remember, when we say make the day great, that means that you have a choice. You have a choice in everything that you say and that you do. And remember, the life you live, that's the life you built. This is Beth signing out. I hope I've said something that's been helpful to everyone. And again, make the day great.